I recently just made a shocking discovery that makes finding dinosaur fossils seem irrelevant. And that's that torture sucks. One time I had to go to a place called school, and the moment I stepped inside, I wanted to puke my lungs out. But that is nothing compared to what Miles Morales had to go through. And we're gonna witness his suffering in the Kilometer Morales Spider-Man comic series. So the story starts with Miles walking back home, but also being spied on. And this spy pops out of the magician's hat and reveals himself as some robot. And his sole purpose is just to kidnap Miles. And he does so in stunning fashion by knocking him out clean and quick. But moments later, Spider-Man wakes up not only in his costume apparently, but being pinned to a wall with a bunch of gamer juice being injected into him. And Miles is crying for help and trying to get out, but he's firmly held onto that wall, and he doesn't know what to do. But eventually, a silver dildo named the Assessor nays to Miles and explains that he is here to conduct some trials on him. And if he doesn't comply with the trials put in place, the Assessor will flush all of Miles' folks down the toilet and send them to a graveyard, and he is beyond frustrated. But Assessor doesn't care, he just needs Miles to sleep a bit, then the test will begin. But he doesn't want to be here, he just wants to be home. But anyways, after Miles was done dreaming about Gwen Stacy, he was uncuffed and was forced to do some Ninja Warrior challenges. So he started with getting shot at and succeeded. He tangled with some drones and made them eat Dookie, and then he had to run up a wall and went up as far as he could. And Dildo Donkey over here was very pleased so far, but Miles was not, because he knew he had to go through even more tests. Like, what the bum rush is happening here? Like, why is he crying? Why is he getting choked? Why does he have a Vision Pro in his mouth? It was getting tiresome. But eventually, after being cuffed up again, he stayed focused, and with a little bit of stealth and a little bit of strength, he broke out of his shackles and bolted out of the facility, and finally, thank God, he made it out scot-free, or so he thought, because it turned out he was not free. This is just another test which he unintentionally succeeded in. So Miles is back to being a guinea pig. But you may be wondering, where are the parents at during this fiesta? Well, Rio and Jeff are pulling their hair out because they don't know where Miles is. But after hearing a knock on the door and realizing it was Uncle Aaron, everything became super clear, because Uncle Aaron slapped them around with some golden news and revealed that Miles is Spider-Man. And Aaron has been helping him grow up to be an independent superhero, but now he has a hunch that he's been kidnapped. And this is a lot for the family to take in, but now that they know that he's been a superhero this whole time, they need to stay calm, whip out their leather belts, and get ready to be a hero for Miles. So that's what they do. Rio will be on standby, Jeff is going to fight with his shield tech, but Aaron, he needs his suit, so he quickly picks it up from Hot Topic, and they are ready to now fight. And they finally make it to the office with absolutely zero stealth, because thanks to some alarm, the gates of hell have just opened to absolutely deck them. And a deck it definitely was, at least for the duo, because after zoinking 5 flights of goons, they finally made it to the secret dungeon that is holding their baby boy. And without a second to waste, the two brothers get Miles out, but the Assessor was thinking too quickly and sent over his robot to bring him back in. And the fight was, for the heroes, because the heroes were getting hit but not hurt. They were able to somewhat hold their own, but they definitely got hoodwinked, because the Assessor revealed that thanks to this fight, they got a surplus of data on Miles. And now testing is done, so the robot disappeared and gave them the green light to just roll out of this facility, sit down, and cry a puddle of tears. But eventually, Rio found Miles, got him strapped up to the car, and drove him home immediately. And even though he went through a lot of trauma, at least their baby dumpling is finally safe. But you may be still confused. What exactly was the point of Miles getting kidnapped? What's the Assessor benefiting here? Well, he wants to make a Miles Morales clone, but that's a story for another time, because that's about it. Subscribe and I'll see you later.